Yeah, I'm not getting past the fact that the first second on the phone call you said "fuck you." So why'd you say that? Are you a scammer? So today I'm gonna try and call back this number I got called from. We'll see what kind of scam it turns out to be, but let's give this number a call and see what happens.
Thank you for calling Tax Revolution Center.
Hmm.
All agents are busy at this moment helping clients. Please call the toll-free number that was left in your voicemail or press 9 to be placed on our do not call list.
Do you see how they don't want to give you a direct link straight back to them?
Thank you for calling Tax Revolution
It's
Center.
interesting,
All
isn't it?
agents are
I bet
busy
you if
at
I
this
hit
moment
one, it'll
helping
probably
clients.
just hang up or something.
Please call the toll-free number that was
Let's see what happens.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Here it is. Play it.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
We know that part. Just play the rest of the ring back. We already know it's a scammer.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent. Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Right now, I imagine there's a guy staring at a phone that's really not supposed to ring because the option wasn't there if you listened. They didn't give me the option to do that. I just pressed 1. So this line probably never rings. Right now.
Your call is very important to us.
So it's ringing, and they're probably staring at it like, who the fuck pressed 1? That'd be us. Breaking the scam.
Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to us.
Let's recall this, and I'm going to show you what I did. Now
Thank you
listen.
for calling Tax Revolution Center. All agents are busy at this moment helping clients. Please call the toll-free number that was left in your voicemail or press 9 to be placed on our do not call list.
I'm pressing 1.
Your call is very important to us. Please
See?
stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
It's a scam circuit. They're pretending to be a tax person today, but they're not.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay
Because
on the
I
line
could
and
show
you'll be
you
transferred
another
to the next
call that I
available
can
agent.
make where you're going to hear that same thing, and it's part of how all of these are connected. It's
Your
a
call is very important to
call
us. Please
pretending to be multiple different companies when they're not, and they're not affiliated with them either. They just call and pretend to, and they sit down and they write up different scripts, literally like actors, little scripts with little answer questions and answers that would be commonly asked in those scenarios. And they practice those scripts over and over and over. And if you deviate from what they have scripted, they'll just hang up on you. They'll call you again with a different script, different number, different everything. But when you call back, it's always going to be them. No matter what the different bullshit is, it's the same people. They're just running a different script at a different time on a different day. Like Monday might be the Medicaid, Medicare, ACA, life alert button scam. Tuesday might be car insurance scam. Wednesday might be tax IRS fraud scam. You get the idea. So it's just they're just running it. Like we exposed one where they were trying to defraud breast health. Women's breast cancer awareness. They were defrauding that. And then there was another one where they were defrauding the firefighter pre-pack. So they just call all this different shit. And they're like, oh, do you care about the police? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hi, it's Jake for the National Police Officers Alliance PAC. We're having our fundraising drive because tragically too many officers die in the line of duty every year. As a PAC and
Hey, Jake.
we want to see lawmakers elected.
What do you all do with the money that you scam from people?
I'm sorry, you were saying?
What do you do with the money you scam from people, Jake?
There's no set percentage. There are substantial fundraising expenses funds left over to support the candidates who will truly help the cause.
Right. It sounds like a scam. It sounds like I could do better
No,
with
I'm not
just
sure what
going
that
to the
is.
local
A
police
couple people
department and
just
handing them a
mentioned that,
check.
and we report. No, I'm not sure what that is. A couple people just mentioned that, and we reported it to the phone company. I can assure you that this is a legitimate call.
They're not the police. They don't represent the damn blue line at all. In fact, they're damn criminals stealing from the blue line. So, it's all one big picture. And once you start interacting with one scammer, and like I've said before on a different video, you'll be busy. You think you're vigilant, but you'll be busy. You'll have five different things going on. You'll have your family going crazy. You'll have all this different shit, and then there'll be a phone call and you'll answer it. And without even thinking, because five different people, including your nephews, up in your face wanting something, this person's like, hey, what is your name? My name is blah, blah, blah. How can I help you? Oh, here's your lunch money. Here you go, little Timmy. Here's some soup. What's your address? Oh, my address is blah, blah, blah. How can I help you? Oh, here's some. And that's what they do. They will they will call you at weird times. They'll just keep doing it until eventually they catch you. So that's why they're like sitting there producing this false sense of urgency. You will never get this life alert discount again. We tried calling you, but we've missed you 45 times. It's all bullshit. For one, think about this. The Life Alert program, where they made all those little necklace things, they made millions of those damn things. Guaranteed more than they will ever be able to sell and run out of. So when they say that the deal will never get cheaper, literally just like my television that I spent like 1,400 bucks on, next week that bitch will be $700 cheaper. So never ever ever fall for that. It'll never get cheaper than this bullshit, because it will. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, when you're calling numbers, pay attention to the callback musics, and the way that the calls get interacted with through their systems. Listen to that, because premium systems from real businesses that want you to be able to call back and want to have a permanent structure in place, those are all smoothed out. Those processes and steps are perfectly streamlined things. They're not choppy, they don't sound stupid, they're not broken. They're finely tuned products for a subscriber who's paying for a service themselves. So, I mean, the qualities of the calls, all of these things need to be paid attention to. And they bank on the fact that you won't. So, you got to stay careful on that kind of stuff. And I'm going to dig into a couple of these other numbers, and I'm going to find that spot, like you heard it just a moment ago. It said, thank you for calling. One of the closest people will get to you. That clip, I'm going to find another call that's going to play that same clip and then play the other part of the thing. And I want you to hear how it matches up perfectly. So here's them pretending to be Google business listing, but if you listen to the ringback, you'll know it's
Thanks
not.
for calling us
And if
back.
you look, I
We've been
have them
trying
as
to reach
tax
you about your
scammer,
Google business listing.
because they used to be a
Our
tax
system
scam.
is showing that your listing is not properly verified with Google. This can cause customers searching for you to not be able
Listen
to
to all
find your
this.
business when they need you. If you are interested in quickly checking the status of your Google business listing, please say yes. If you would prefer
Yes.
not to, you can say no to opt out.
Yes.
Okay, so let me go ahead
Here's
and
a
patch in
fact.
my assistant that will be able to get that
Nobody does
information
this.
out to you. One moment, please.
I reached out to Google. Google doesn't do this.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Hear it? It was the same. Here's the rest of that ringback. And right here is the ringback for the ACA scam.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, this is Tony Wilson, and I'm calling from the Department of Health and Human Services. How are you doing today?
Oh, because yesterday was the ADA department. So we already know you're running a scam. So
So, fuck your.
see that's how the scammers act every single time. See you in the next video. See how it's the same? They're all connected. This big web of lies where they call you with various different entities that they've made up and scripts that they've wrote to scam you.
Please hold while we connect your call.
And then it'll connect to another little voicemail.
Thank you for calling. Your call is important to us. Please hold for the next available representative.
Although it's changed again. Did you hear it?
Services, Michael speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, Michael, I just heard the same ringback that's tied to about 400 different known scammers. So, like I've said, you never know who you're talking to. And they'll call with various names and voices and people and entities and all this shit. But it's all the same office. So thank you for stopping by today on this little bit of a different video where we kind of exposed the web and how different entities are reaching out to you, and in fact they're the same scammers over and over, and they're just trying to harvest information off of you at the most inopportune time for you, which is often what leads to the success for them, because realistically it's just a numbers game. You're just a number. They're like, okay, if I call 200 people today and I can confuse and get a little information out of 200 of them, then I can individually write down that information on each number. And then tomorrow I'll call them and be something else, and I'll be like, oh, we spoke before, don't you remember? You told me your name was blah, blah, blah. And because they have your name, you're like, oh, well, maybe. When they just ripped you off literally the day before with that name. So, you got to be really careful of that kind of stuff because they're thick, they're out there, they will get you. So stay safe out there and don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe if you've made it this far. Till next time, stay safe.